Hey lovelies, welcome back. It's your girl Katie here, and today's video I'm going to be doing an unboxing of December's Ipsy Glam Bag and my Ipsy Boxycharm box. So I'm just going to be showing you guys what all I got, tell you guys prices and all that good stuff. So to no further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, before I get into the unboxing, there is a couple of things that I want to talk about before I get right on into this unboxing. So for those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure I've said this a couple of times on my channel, but if you don't know, I'm expecting my first kid, and I should be due in a couple of weeks, so it's coming up pretty soon. The reason why I'm mentioning this is you will probably notice a big gap between uploads, because I probably honestly won't be uploading after I give birth, not for at least a couple of weeks or so, just to give myself time to recover from not only delivering, but also give myself time to adjust to becoming a new mom, because this is my first kid, so there's going to be probably a big adjustment there for me. But yeah, so you will probably notice a big gap between my last upload and then after birth and everything. I don't know when she's coming. You know, babies, they come when they want. Yeah, I know my due date, but that doesn't mean she'll come out exactly at my due date. So, and I don't plan on doing pre-filming. I probably should, but I'm not going to, because yeah, I don't have the energy for that right now. So yeah, so please be patient with me. I'll be back eventually. I just don't know when. I'm not going to put a time limit on myself to try to push myself to come back to filming. I'm just going to give myself the time that I need. But anyways, that's what I needed to mention real quick. So I'm going to start off with the Ipsy Glam Bag first. So very Christmas themed looking bag this month. Very sparkly. I will say this is not my favorite bag, just because, okay, I like the glitter and all that, but touching it and stuff, the glitter is already coming off and in my fingers and stuff, and it just, I don't know, I probably won't be keeping this. I know it's hard to make glittery bags without that happening, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like random glitters ending up everywhere, and there's already some on my desk falling off in the bag. Anyways, it is a cute bag. It's just not my favorite. So they didn't give me a card this time, so I don't know the prices of this stuff, like the full value prices of all the full-size products. So first off, we got a brush, or I got a brush. This is from Shanna B, Miami. I see this brand a lot in Boxycharm, at least recently it seems like. I've seen a lot of these. Anyways, it's a nice looking brush. Soft, you know, pretty. I like the ombre, so cool. Again, I don't know the prices of everything, so this will probably be a quick run through. Then I got something here from Cab Cosmetics, and it looks to be a setting powder. Yep, it's a translucent setting powder. Now, I didn't try the product on from the Ipsy Glam bag, just because I had both my Boxycharm box and Ipsy Glam come in around the same time, so I only use the products from the Boxycharm box, because normally I'll try to use the products and review them, but since I had two bags since I have two unboxings this time, I didn't. Anyways, so I haven't used this translucent setting powder, but I mean, it's a pretty nice size, I guess, for a sample. See the glitters? They're all over me now. Yeah, so I'm curious to try this out. I don't know if I've tried the setting powder out from Cab Beauty or Cab Cosmetics. It's translucent, so that's the shade. And then I got a little sample here from Tarte, and it's their Shape Tapes Concealer. It's in the shade Peach, I think, is what I saw. Yeah, Peach. It is so tiny. Look how small that is. It is such a tiny, tiny sample. It's got an itty bitty doe foot. That's cute. I've tried the Tarte concealer before, the Shape Tape one. I like it. I don't know if I have this exact shade, so this actually might be better for me. Because I've noticed, I think I got a tan this summer. My tan is slowly fading away, but I'm not as pale as I used to be. So I find that my foundations and the concealers that previously worked for me now are kind of really light on me. So maybe that'll be my new shade. I'll try that out. Then I have something here from Tress Loose Beauty. This is their mascara in the shade Jet Black. I feel like I'm sitting so far away from the camera, but it's because my belly's in the way. So I am technically sitting further away, but I feel like I should scoot closer. but I can't because my belly's in the way. Anyways, this is their volumizing and lengthening mascara. Again, another sample. Let's look at the wand. Oh, it's got a nice stopper in there. Ooh, it's one of those wands. I am not a fan of these wands. They're just, the bristles are so short, and they're like that silicone kind of whatever wand. I just don't like them. I like the ones with the long bristles. But I haven't tried it yet, so maybe it'll work well. I mean, it seemed like it had a pretty good stopper in there. So that does keep the product from it getting a lot of product on it, which I always find annoying when they don't have those. So we'll try it out. Oh, by the way, I don't know if this, I'm sure they probably made an announcement, but I'm not able to pick one product in my Glam Bag. Seems like, I'm assuming they're going to be doing that every month. So I picked one last month, and then this month I picked this one. So this is my choice item. So I don't know if that's, it's something new, I guess, but I thought it was just a 1 month thing, but I guess maybe it's going to be becoming a new regular thing, maybe? I don't know. If they announced it, I missed it. Alright, and then last up from Mana Catter Beauty. Probably didn't say that right, but where's my box cutter? It's got that tape on it. Alright. And this is their Step 3 Perfect Diamond Dust in the shade Pixie, which I believe is an eyeshadow and a rolly thing. Or maybe it's a highlighter. It says on the bottle you can use it as a bronzer, a highlighter, an eyeshadow, or on lips for metallic finish. So it's a multi-purpose kind of product. But anyways, looks really pretty. I'm not sure how the rolly thing is gonna work, but we'll see. I'll do a little swatch. Whoa, whoa, that's a lot. Okay, so interesting idea, but the rolly does not, like, it's really pretty, I will say. But the rolly concept does not really work because it just let a lot of product come out. Like, that's a lot. I didn't mean for that much to come out, but I just rolled it and it's not, my camera's not even picking it up. It's too shiny. Anyways, I did not mean for that much to come out. I just simply did a little roll, and that's how much, and then I kind of blended it out with my fingertip. But that is super pretty and super blinding. So I would definitely, I gotta put a little corner on the corner of my eyes. But yeah, I would definitely use this as like an eyeshadow, or at least a highlighter part for like the inner corners. But I would definitely probably have to go in with like a brush and just kind of dab it off the top because, yeah, interesting idea, but just doesn't quite work. It doesn't really keep a lot from coming out at once. Yeah, that is my Ipsy Glam Bag. I'm pretty happy with everything I got. So I got the setting powder, which is nice. I got a mascara, which I don't mind getting. I got a sample of the Tarte Shape Tape. This is actually probably my favorite product, surprisingly. I really like how shiny and like blinding that is, and I will definitely use this as like an inner corner highlighter. The packaging, like the way it comes out, is kind of weird, but I think I can make it work. Now that I know that a lot comes out with just a little roll, I'll just be more careful of that. And I like getting brushes. Brushes are always good, so yeah, so I'm pretty happy. So I definitely think it was worth it this month. Alright, so let's move on to the Boxycharm box now. Alright, so here is the card. It doesn't look like it really has a theme this month. But it doesn't say the prices of anything in here. It doesn't look like. So just going to ignore that. Alright, so let's start off with their choices for me first. And then after that I'll get on to the products that I customize. So first up, they customize something from J.Lo Beauty. And this is That Hit Single Gel Cream Cleanser. I didn't even know J.Lo had a skincare line, I guess. Or that she did cosmetics. I don't know. I didn't know that she had her own brand. Does it surprise me? No. But anyway, so there's that. So they chose this for me, and this retails for $38. So I'll use it. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about it. Alright, then they chose this IL Micage Color Boss Squad palette, and it's in, the palette name is Trendsetter, which is interesting because I just decluttered one of these, and then I got another one. So lovely. Anyways, so super shiny packaging, and it's already got my smudgy fingerprints on them, so I'm just going to open it up and show you guys. Alright, so here's what it looks like. I will say this one I'm probably more likely to keep than the one that I decluttered, because it has 2 matte shades and then 2 shimmer shades. Yeah, so this is perfect for me because I like that it has a lighter matte shade, has a darker matte shade, and then 2 shimmers, so it's perfect. I can definitely get some use out of this. The one that I decluttered, it only had 1 really dark shade like this, and then the other 3 were shimmers, and that's just not how I like to do my makeup. I like to have at least a lighter matte shade, a darker matte shade, and then shimmers. So this is perfect. I did try out the products that are in this box, the makeup products. I didn't try out the skincare or non-makeup products, but I did try this out, and this is what I have on my eyes right now. I will say it works. Everything's fine, except this shade right here is kind of misleading. It looks a little darker in the pan, but when I was using it, I used it as like my overall, I used it as the overall matte shade for my eye, and it took some building up to get to where I could actually really see it. It's like super, super light, and I don't know. It's not my favorite shade because it seems like you have to really build it up to get it to show any pigment. But it's just not a bad thing. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I was worried that it was like not very pigmented. But then I use the deeper shade, and the deeper shade is super pigmented and showed up just fine. So I guess it's just very misleading, very light eyeshadow. The shimmers worked great though. So far I like the palette. So there's that, and this retails for $48, which, to be completely honest, I think that's a bit overpriced. I will say the packaging does feel really nice and luxurious. It's like a metal, kind of feels like a metal. I'm pretty sure it's plastic, but it feels heavy. I will say that. But having said that, like, the eyeshadows were nice, but I didn't think they were like top quality wise, especially because that lighter shade, it was one that you had to really build up to get to show. At least on me, I had to really build it up to get it to show. So I'm not sure if it's just that was what they intended or if it's just really not pigmented. But $48 just seems like a lot in my opinion for 4 eyeshadows. But that's just me. Alright, so that's the 2 products they chose for me, and the rest that I was able to customize. So next up, I chose something from K.O. Voss, I think. And it's their Fairy Dust Pressed Highlighter. And this retails for $28, which is a little pricey in my opinion, but not horrible. Here's what it looks like. So you get 2 highlighters, one lighter and one kind of darker. I'll swatch them so that you can see. I will say they don't feel like the best quality ever. They're a little chalky. Not bad, but you know, I'm having to go in a couple times to get to swatch. There they are. So, I did end up using this, and I do have it on my face, and it is what is currently on. The next product I ended up using as well, and it has a highlighter in it, but it wasn't very shiny, so I ended up dipping into that one because I was like, I want a little more, you know? So this one is definitely pretty shiny. I only used the lighter shade though, so I used that kind of more icier one right there. It's kind of pinkish, icier, and it's nice. But I will say, I don't know if it's worth $28. ColourPop has more affordable highlighters that are much more blinding than that, so, but that, again, just my opinion. Alright, so next up I chose a product from Half Caked. I don't think I've ever heard of this brand, and this is their Double Dipper Color Duo, so it has a blush and a highlighter, and this retails for $18. Now this I think is I think the price tag kind of fits it. So here it is. So the blush is what I'm wearing, and I did try the highlighter, and this is the highlighter that was not very blinding. It may be because it's a little too dark for me. I don't know. Let me swatch it. I didn't think it was, but it might be. Yeah, that might be why it didn't really show up very well on me. Okay, I kind of swatched in an awkward position, because I always do that. Let me re-swatch it, because that's just kind of awkward. But even the swatch doesn't seem very reflective to me. There it is swatched down at the bottom here. So like I said, it's too dark for me, so that might be why it didn't really show up. It doesn't seem very blinding to me. Maybe it is. It might just be my skin tone. So anyway, so I think it was just doesn't match my skin tone. But the blush, on the other hand, I really liked. Like the blush I have on, and I thought it was a pretty color. So I like the blush, just not the highlighter. So again, $18 for this, and I will say the packaging, it feels pretty cheap, but it's only $18, so I can't really expect a whole lot from that price tag. So that's why I said I think it's a fair price. Now, if they're asking like 25 bucks or something like that, I'd probably be like, no, not worth it. Alright, and then I chose this product here from Luna Magic, and this is their Soft Perfection Foundation Powder. It's in the shade medium. I don't remember if I'm the one that chose the shade. I might have, but I think that the shade works okay for me. Anyways, really cute packaging, I will say. Like, it's super glittery. You know, I didn't expect this for like a foundation packaging, I guess. Now, I didn't use this as a foundation. I used it as a setting powder. I'm not a big fan of powder foundations, just because I have more of that drier skin tone. There's the shade. So I used it just as a setting powder, and it did kind of accentuate my dry areas like I figured it would. That's what powder products usually do to me, like setting powders and stuff. They just always accentuate my dry areas. But it didn't seem like a bad setting powder. That's just what happens when I use setting powders on myself. So this retails for $30. I don't really know if it's worth that price tag or not. The packaging is really cute, but I don't know, I'm not using it as its intended purpose as like a foundation, so I don't really have much to say about it. Last product that is in my box, which is of course my Beauty Boost item that I chose, is this from Oplex, I think is how you say, Oplex. This is their Bond Maintenance Clarifying Shampoo, and this retails for $30. And I chose the shampoo because I think it was either this or skincare. So of course, I'd rather have shampoo than skincare. Not that I mind skincare, it's just I have a lot of skincare and I don't have a lot of shampoos. So, and plus I've been curious to try out this brand. So I thought this was like the perfect opportunity to try this out. I wonder if it smells. Oh, it's got a seal on it. I'm not going to unseal it until I'm ready to use it. But anyway, so $30 for this, which is pretty expensive, to be honest, for this size. I think I spend almost that much on my shampoo that I use now that's good for my hair, that just works with my scalp in it. The bottle's like, you know, that big. And it's lasted me a long time, so that's why I'm like, 30 bucks for this? I don't know about that. But there you go, guys. That is everything in my Boxycharm box. So now I'm going to tally up the price so that you guys know the overall value. Then after that, I'll do a quick run through and let you guys know my final thoughts on everything. Alright, so the overall value for my box was $192, which is not too bad considering what I paid for the box. Alright, so a quick run through. I don't think this is a bad box at all. I did get mostly makeup over skincare or non-makeup products. The non-makeup products that I got was this JLo cleanser here that I'm curious to try out. I mean, I don't mind getting it. Again, I didn't know she had a skincare line or brand, whatever you want to call it. And then the other non-makeup product was this shampoo, which I am curious to use, so I'm not too mad about that. And then the makeup products I got the duo, the blush and highlighter duo, then I got foundation powder, and then a highlighter, and then the palette. So not too shabby. I will say I'm not like the most excited about these products, just to be completely honest. I mean, like, I like the blush, but it doesn't seem like, to be completely honest, I could see myself decluttering some of this stuff later on. The blush, like I said, is really nice, but the highlighter just doesn't work for me now that I swatched it and kind of realized it. It's too dark for my skin tone. This highlighter is not bad, and I'll use it, but again, it's a 2-in-1, and the other side I probably won't use that much. I might be able to get away with it in the summer, or maybe if I blend the two together, but I will say this is not, I can't see this being like a real staple in my collection. It's just kind of like, oh, that's nice. The palette's probably the best thing out of all the makeup products in my opinion, just because it is something that I like having eyeshadow palettes, and I didn't mind this one at all, but I will say it's probably not my favorite, and I could see myself reaching over this one into other palettes, but I will use it. And it's definitely a palette that I could see myself keeping and using, more so than the other one that I got that just didn't work for me. And then the foundation powder is probably my least favorite in here. I just don't use these very much, and I do use setting powder every now and then, but I don't use it a ton, so this will probably just get put in my stash, and I'll try to use it, but I could see myself passing it on. But I did really like the packaging. I thought the packaging was actually really cute. But overall, I'm really not mad about what I got. I still think I got my money's worth. But yeah, that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, because that really does help my channel. And also let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of my unboxing today. But other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And if I don't see you guys in a while, you know what that means? That means I'm probably giving birth or something. But I will miss you guys if I don't see you guys in a while. I'm hoping I'll be able to at least film one more before she gets here, but you never know. Like I said, babies come when they want. But if I don't see you guys in a while, I will try to at least maybe make a post on like the community tab or something like that to let you guys know how I'm doing. But yeah, don't be surprised if you don't hear from me for a while, and please be patient with me during this time. But yeah, thank you guys again so much, and I will catch you guys later. Bye!